Which instruments will you be recording with? Electric guitar and electric bass, acoustic guitar, virtual drums, virtual keys, orchestration, all of the above? Well, let's talk about these instruments and using them in your studio. Welcome to Lesson 9, Virtual Instruments and Otherwise. Welcome to Sam's Music Room. I'm Sam and I appreciate you joining me. I hope everyone is doing well. When talking about electric guitars and keyboards and how to record them in your studio, it's pretty simple. Plug them into your audio interface and hit record. Or mic up your amp for your electric guitar or bass if you prefer that sound over a virtual amp. So in this case, plug the microphone into your audio interface and find the placement for your microphone near your amplifier for your desired tone. Now, I understand there's an art to mic placement, but really with a little bit of experimentation and practice, you'll get good results. It's not that difficult. And we'll cover mic placement in a later tutorial. Now, your acoustic guitar might also have a pickup, in which case you can plug it right into your audio interface and do a direct with a preamp in your software, or maybe you want to use a modeling amp again. But maybe you prefer to mic your acoustic guitar like your electric amp. So again, you'd plug your microphone into your audio interface, set up the microphone near the hole in the 12th fret of your acoustic guitar just a few inches back, and mess around for your desired sound. Again, I understand placement is important and we'll get into that, but you'll be surprised how well you can do with just a little bit of experimentation. So when we're talking about electric instruments, it's really pretty simple. You're plugging into your audio interface. When we're going to use our microphone to record vocals or instruments, once again, you're plugging it into your audio interface. Now let's take a look at virtual instruments. These are software instruments on your computer, usually played with a MIDI keyboard or a keyboard that has MIDI capability. Now there's a huge variety of virtual instruments available, from drums to synths, horns, guitars, orchestration. It's endless what's available. So let's go over to the computer and take a look at a few of the virtual instruments and what we can do with them in our studio. So I've opened up Logic Pro here, and we're going to look at three virtual instruments. First is going to be Superior Drummer, which is now in the window. This is a virtual drum machine, and they've sampled drums multiple times, so you're hearing real drum sounds. I've just opened up the browser window for files that are MIDI files, and I've dragged one to the timeline for Logic. And what I'm going to do is just play this for you so you can hear the drum sound. So that's Superior Drummer, and again, there's a tremendous amount of kits and MIDI information, and we're going to go into all that in greater detail when we get to recording. Right now, we just want to take a look at virtual instruments so that I make sure you understand what they are. The second virtual instrument we're going to look at is called Omnisphere. Omnisphere is a virtual synthesizer, and it has a huge array of sounds in it. Very, very extensive, way beyond just a typical synthesizer. And here's a sound here from it. Now I just played that on my MIDI keyboard, and there are hundreds and hundreds of sounds available, and then you can customize them all. It's very, very extensive. Omnisphere is really, in my opinion, one of the very deep virtual instruments available currently. So this is opened on a second track on Logic Pro, and now what we want to do is take a look at the last instrument, and this is going to be a Logic Pro instrument called B3. So it's a Hammond B3 organ. I'm going to open it, and here's some sounds from it. This is a church organ, or what they're calling a wheel organ, and I'm not writing any MIDI. I'm just going to play it on my keyboard so you can hear the sound. Now the B3 is like so many virtual instruments. It's got a variety of presets for different B3 sounds. You can customize them all yourself. You can write MIDI outside the program and put it in, and the B3 will play it. You can play the B3 organ, and that'll write MIDI, and you can convert it to a WAV file. The virtual instruments are really pretty incredible, the things that you can do with them. So again, we're going to go into greater detail about how to record them, looking at the presets and so much more information. Right now, just want to make sure you see a virtual instrument and understand what it is. As you can see, there are lots of options, and when we get to recording tracks, we'll go into greater detail about the virtual instruments, our electric instruments, and mic placement. For now, Lesson 9 is complete. Thanks for joining me. If you like the videos, please subscribe. Look for a new video every Friday, and I'll look for you next time on Sam's Music Room. Bye now.